Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, Booked with Juby. Today I'm going to talk about a book that makes you question who gets to decide whether a woman is okay or crazy. And this one truly messed me up in the best and most unsettling ways. And I'm talking about The Mad Wife by Megan Church. I listened to this one on audio, and honestly, I feel like it created it even more crazy dynamic to the book, and it was a 5-star read for me. And I'm going to tell you why. Let's get to it. As always, all of my reviews are spoiler free, but I will give you a little insight into what the book is about and what you're going to be walking into, and a little bit about the reasons why I loved it so much. So let's talk about it. What is this book about? First of all, we're following Lulu Mayfield. She is a woman who has spent the last 5 years modeling herself into the perfect 1950s housewife. She has the perfect husband, the perfect home, the perfect gelatin salads. It's perfect. But beneath that polished exterior is grief, trauma, and the suffocating pressure to be everything that society expects from you, and especially from women. What we're expected to be, how we're supposed to act, how we're supposed to feel, all of it. After the birth of her second child, Lulu's carefully controlled life begins to unravel. We're introduced to a new neighbor named Bitsy, and somehow Lulu becomes convinced that Bitsy is hiding something dark and sinister behind this smile that Bitsy's always got on her face, and this perfect Bitsy across the street. And Lulu kind of spirals from there, and the story takes on such an interesting vibe. It was so good. So why audio for me versus just the physical? Well, I don't know. I went into this book completely blind, to be so honest with you. So I knew nothing about it. I think I saw it online somewhere, and I added it to my Libby, and it became available. So that is how I got the book in the first place. And I don't know why, but listening to it on audio really allowed me to get into Lulu's head more. You're basically hearing her thoughts, her doubts, her fears out loud. And I feel like it made the story so much more intimate and unsettling. It genuinely felt like her unraveling was happening in real time. And I don't know if it would have hit the same way if I had read it physically, but because I was listening to it, and I feel like the voice actresses, and I'm sorry, I don't know her name, I will add it on the screen here for you, but the way she portrayed the 1950s housewife, like it just, I don't know, it really created the atmosphere for me and the character development. Okay, so let's talk about the themes and impact of this book. This book is not just a psychological suspense, it's a powerful exploration of identity, motherhood, and how quickly women are dismissed when they don't fit into the roles that are assigned for them. They called it hysteria, she calls it survival. And the question is she losing her mind or seeing the truth? And that sentence and that sentiment will follow you throughout the whole book. Okay, let's talk vibes. This book seemingly might seem just like a drama or just a fiction book, but it is not. It's emotionally heavy, it's psychologically intense, and it's dark. It's a little claustrophobic, to be honest with you, and it really made me feel uncomfortable in the most intentional way. And you really just go down the rabbit hole in this book. You're just you start here and you end up here, and you have no idea how you got there. And that's what I love about a good book. Let's talk final thoughts and rating. This was an easy 5-star audiobook for me. I also feel like had I read it, I also would have given it 5 stars, but I am glad I listened to this one over reading it, just because of being really in Lulu's head that way. I think it just made it more intense for me. It's one of those stories that I still am thinking about this, and I listened to this a few weeks ago, back in January, and I'm still thinking about it and processing it. Like, I was processing it for days after this book, and that's when you know it was a deep story and it will have an impact on you. I did like the dark domestic drama that was playing. You know, it has unreliable narrators, and the book really questions how we see sanity and who decides who's sane and who's not. And I highly recommend adding it to your TBR immediately, especially in audio form. But I think, again, the physical book would be just as good. I just genuinely have nothing but good things to say about this book. Let me know if you have read or listened to it, and tell me what you thought in the comments below. Well, and that's my spoiler-free review of The Mad Wife by Megan Church. I really hope you enjoyed this little video I put together for you guys, and I also hope that you add it to your TBR immediately. I also will take any book recommendations, audiobook or physical. Leave me a comment of what I should read next, or if there's a book that I should review for you all. I would love to make you any videos you're looking for. And as always, I love you all so much. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. It goes such a long way for me, and I appreciate it so much. And I love you all so, so much. Bye.